Hi, I'm Ben Secret, and today we're going to be looking at how we can use a local contrast effect to balance tones in an image and to give an image some punch. And local contrast basically involves enhancing or reducing contrast on a certain scale. So at a very small scale, at the level of neighbouring pixels, enhancing contrast gives us sharpening effects because the light pixels are getting larger and the dark pixels are getting darker, but only at the level where we've got very small details. And on larger scales, we get the effects of being able to control the dynamics between shadow and highlight regions in an image. And in between, we get all sorts of effects which go from sharpening to detail enhancement to quite conventional contrast effects. So to start off, we're just going to load an image and duplicate it with Command J for on a Mac or Control J for on a PC. And we're going to set its blending mode to overlay, and that gives us an immediate contrast enhancing effect. And now we're going to add an invert adjustment layer and just attach that as a clipping mask by alt-clicking in between the two layers in the Layers palette. And now we're just going to reselect our middle layer, and from the Filters menu, select Convert for Smart Filters. And now we're going to apply some Gaussian blur, and the radius value of this is really the key to controlling the effect. And generally we're getting tonal balancing effects as we go towards larger radiuses, and more detail enhancing effects as we go towards smaller radiuses. So for this, just to give the image some punch, I'm going to use a radius of about 11.5 pixels. And next we're just going to give ourselves a simple control so we can add some regular contrast back to our image. So for this we're just going to create a duplicate of our background layer and bring it to the top and give it a blending mode of linear light. And we can control the strength of this effect with the opacity slider. So for now I'm just going to keep it around 5%, and this can just add a little definition back to the shadows and highlights in our image. Now one thing this contrast effect's doing is giving us a slightly strange colour shift. So to fix that, we're just going to go and create another duplicate of our background image, and now bring it to the top, and now set its blending mode to colour. And this just ensures that no matter what we're doing to our image underneath, we're always getting the same consistent colours coming out on top. And now we're just going to add a group layer and select all these layers and put them inside. And now we can control the overall strength of the effect using the group layers opacity slider. So somewhere around 20 or 30% should give us just the lift we need to avoid the kind of hyper-real look and just give our image a little extra punch and pop. And because we use smart filters, we can go back at any time to experiment with different blur radiuses. So if we turn the blur radius right up, we can get this other effect, which is tone balancing.